Hey everyone, Michelle here and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, I will be doing the BookTube Newbie Tag today. This is a tag that was created by Brenda C. I believe, going off Wikipedia. If I'm wrong, let me know. I will link her video down below. Should be a quick one. Again, like my reading habits tag, if I look there, it's because that's where the questions are. So with that being said, let's get on to the questions. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And the reason I wanted to start a channel for a few years, but I haven't had the confidence to do so. And during lockdown, I was a bit down, my anxiety was getting the better of me, and I found reading was the one thing that kind of made me sane, because I couldn't see my family apart from my mum, like face to face. I wasn't going to work like normal, my whole schedule was out of funk, and all I was seeing on the internet was, you're gonna catch it, you're gonna die, oh my god, if you go out and even touch something, you're gonna catch it. And my anxiety was like right up there, and the only thing that could calm me down, like so many nights I couldn't sleep, the only thing that calmed me down was reading. And then it got to July and someone just put some random, one of my colleagues just put randomly on Instagram something like, if you want to do something, do it, if you want to get one life. And I thought, you know what, do it. I don't care anymore what people think of me. Yes, I'm still self-conscious, however, you know what, all that sticks and stones may break my bones and words can never hurt me. At this moment, yeah. So yeah, that was one of the reasons I wanted to start my channel. And secondly was because as I've got older, I found the people around me who read the same things has got smaller and smaller, which I'm not surprised about. Everyone's habits change, everyone's got different reasons for reading, for not reading, for reading certain things, for not reading certain things. And I just thought, I've got no one to talk to about my reviews and feelings and thoughts about books who will kind of understand me. I tried writing reviews last year, got halfway through, and I realised every review was the same thing because I was struggling to get out what I wanted to say on paper. So I thought, you know what, even if no one watches these videos, do them for you, so that in 10 years, 1 year time, I might be a completely different person when it comes to my reading habits. So read it to record your journey and how your reading habits have changed, what you like, what you don't like, authors you like, things like that. And I just thought it's a great way to show people me. And yeah, that's it. Bit of a ramble. Hi, I'm Michelle, I ramble. Question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I personally don't think I'm a fun and unique person at all, so this is a hard question for me. I think from watching YouTube, one of, I wouldn't say unique or fun, but one of the things I can bring is a mixture of YA and adult type books, because obviously I watch a lot of YouTube, have done for years, and I understand why primarily most videos are for, well, not middle grade, but like YA books. I understand that that's the viewership, great. But there are some of us out there who like adult books. Like I know How to Train Your Gavin, it mainly does middle grade books. And I think definitely that is an area that isn't looked at. I mean, I don't read that many middle grade. My nieces do, but I don't. And I watch Gavin's videos for my nieces. And then I watch some of YouTube, and then it recommend me smaller channels, great, love it. And I found those that do read kind of adult books tend to be, I mean, I am adult, but they tend to be, or not saying it's a bad way, because it's come out very bad, but tend to be older people. I didn't see anyone my age, like 26, 27, reading adult and reviewing adult books online. I'm probably not looking at the right channels. If you know anyone, please link them down below. I need more. And I just thought, to me, that's kind of a gap. And no offence to the older people, like people older than me, obviously they're going to love adult books. And I want to hear their viewpoints, but because they've lived more of a life, I can't sometimes see where they're coming from. So what I think one of the unique things I will bring is a mixture of YA and adult, and lots of rambling, as you can tell. And I thought this would be a short video. So point number 3 is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Like I said earlier, for me it's seeing how I change year on year, my reading habits, what I read, what I like, what I don't like. But hopefully over time, I hope it's getting to know other people who like reading books and want to talk to me about what I'm reading or want to recommend me things. And I think it's getting to know the wider BookTube community. Apart from watching the same, the same 5-6 channels, it's getting to know the BookTube community more, getting to know why people do certain tags, why people read certain things. And coming from a viewer's point of view, for me that's a really big thing, and I like to know how things work and why certain people do certain things. And it's something like Kayla from Books and Lala, she does a Canadian readathon. I don't say I can't remember what its title is even, I'm really sorry. I'm just seeing her passion for Canada and how she expresses that to the community. And you probably can't tell by my accent, but I'm Irish. I was born in Ireland but raised in England, and that's been something I've been trying to do, is bring more Irishness, I'll say, into my readings, be that book set in Ireland, be that Irish authors, things like that. So for me, that's what I want to kind of do as well, because admittedly a lot of the books you see out there are based in the UK or America. You get a few that are based in like Asia or Africa, but not a lot, and that is something else I want to kind of broaden into. But I don't see a lot of yay Ireland for the BookTube community, apart from Kevin, obviously. Love Kevin. The Irish reader. Kevin reads. Love him. So yeah, so that didn't really answer. But yeah, so for me, what I'm most excited about is recording my reading journey, seeing if I do embrace my roots even more, and yeah, talking to you lovely people watching this video. And that really didn't answer the question, so I'm so sorry. So prompt 4 is, why do you love reading? Short answer or long answer? There's many reasons why I love reading. How to put it in words? So I don't travel a lot outside of the UK. I hate flying. I get really bad anxiety and panic attacks while flying. So reading about somewhere different and new, and if the writers are really good, it's like I'm really there and I can imagine the surroundings and the background, and it makes me feel less guilty almost of not travelling. Yeah, and it actually makes me want to travel and not get over, but try and combat that anxiety. I mean, at the moment, I'm just 1 minute. So at the moment I read A Necessary Evil by Abir Mukherjee, and this is set in India, a place I've never been to, a place I probably won't go to because of my anxiety. But the way he writes makes me feel like I'm there, and it's actually getting to that point of, well, if I travel this far, how would I get there? Even though I won't go, I start thinking of how I would get there. And then normally my anxiety, like, oh my god, travel, no. But because I've read this book, my anxiety's kind of gone away, because my happiness and joy of, but you could see what he's describing, and you could visit the places. And yeah, so reading kind of helps with the not travelling a lot, and also with the anxiety. Like I said earlier, beginning of lockdown hit me hard. I didn't think it would. I actually thought, oh my god, not seeing people, yes, give me working from home, yes. No. It got really bad. I didn't really tell people this, but like, we did family chat, we had like this family FaceTime, and I'd get so down in myself. I'd hide it obviously with my niece and nephew, but in my head that I had this feeling of they don't want to listen to your ramblings, and they don't want to listen to you say, I'm feeling a bit sad now, guys, I'm feeling a bit alone. I live with my mum, yes, but I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling like there's no one who cares for me. And just this feeling of, if I step wrong outside or I breathe wrong outside, I could bring back this virus that's killing people in the thousands. Not know I'm carrying it and give it to my mum. If you don't know me, my mum, bless her little heart, she catches anything and everything in a bad way. So we as a family classed her as vulnerable, even the government did. And it was this feeling of, I'm going to go outside and breathe wrong because we didn't have to wear masks, or I'm going to go step outside and step too close to someone by accident, catch this awful virus, and before I'm able to wash myself when I get home, give it to my mum and she's going to die from it. So at the beginning of lockdown, my anxiety was kind of bad. It was, and I do still have them tendencies. But at the start of lockdown, when I realised how bad it was getting, and I realised I was reading more but not realising why I was reading more books, once I started realising and I got happier, I realised that the reading was taking me out of the funk. And that is one reason I think I will never stop reading, because it helps with the anxiety. If I have sleepless nights, I'll read. One story, not funny, but for me it is now, one story just before I got diagnosed with anxiety. I couldn't sleep one night and I had messy shelves, like my room was normally a tip. I had messy shelves, books all over the place, and I literally got to bed at 10, woke up at 12 and took like, because I couldn't get to sleep, from 12:30 till 3:30, I was just cleaning them shelves to make sure them books are right. I was packing boxes, I was putting away clothes, I was doing everything. Then once that was done, it was this creep of, this feeling crept in of, but now if you go to sleep, what's going to happen? You're just going to have them awful thoughts again, Michelle. So I picked up a book. A random book, not even the book I was reading, I picked up a book. And then next thing I know, Mum was knocking on the door at 8 o'clock going, Michelle, no, you've got work in like half an hour. And I was like, is it 8 already? And because I was so engrossed, the anxiety went away. So yeah, that's another reason why I love reading. I think another reason, it's something that I don't tell a lot of people, and they probably don't know this, but it makes me feel more connected to my sisters and my niece and nephew. So I have 3 older sisters, 2 read, 1 doesn't. The one who doesn't, we share a lot of similarities and like hobbies. Like she likes the theatre, well she likes to do it dancing out at the theatre, so that kind of goes together. We like having a drink. As I got older and I started reading more adult books and more YA books, we share them. We have an actual group chat called Books, just for us 3. And we'll talk on there about books we've read. If anyone wants to borrow books, even before COVID, literally would be once a month I'd post picture of the books I've read that month, pictures of the ones at back saying, right, these are available for read, who wants what. Yes, some months I wouldn't pick up anything, but they'd still talk about what they've read. And for me that kind of built our relationship a bit more. Like I said, we are all close, but to me I sometimes feel like we weren't, and reading is that anchor. But yes, I love reading for a variety of reasons, and actually following from the sisters thing, now it's actually bonding me, my niece and nephew. So during lockdown when it was bad, my way of being the favourite auntie, I know there's no favourites, but you know, would be to buy them a book each when I got paid. So it was that sending that chat of what do you want this month, and getting a Snapchat from the eldest going I want this, and a chat from the youngest niece saying I want this, And then my nephew, bless him, is getting, he's a reader, he's a really good reader. I think like the other two, to gloat, coming from me, you know, fit, good at it, they do read above their age. So he's reading Terry Pratchett. He's turning 8, I think, and he's reading Terry Pratchett books. I'm so happy about that. The middle niece is reading David Walliams. She loves David Walliams and she loves Harry Potter. The eldest niece, because she's going into now a teenager, I'm trying to introduce her to the wide world of YA, which is going good, I think. So yeah, it connects me to them. So for them reasons, I love reading. So number 5 is, what book or book series got you into reading? I think, like most people, my answer is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I remember one Easter, I think I was about 8 or 9. Was I 8 or 9? I think I was 8 or 9. I think, probably wrong. But I was with my sister, she was married at the time, and it was Easter, because I was from Easter holidays with her and my brother-in-law. And she went, right, Michelle, and I was messing about my garden. I went, yeah, what's up? You know, that little sassy child. Still like that, sassy. She went, I've got 2 things behind my hand. I have an egg with money, or I have 3 books. Which hand do you decide and pick is what you're getting for Easter, so you don't get the other thing. And I was like, books? I don't read. Why are you giving me books? So I picked her left hand, if I remember correctly, and she handed me these 3 books like this. Obviously not these books, originals. She went, I went into Waterstones and I asked this lady what young people your age were reading, and she gave me these 3 books. So they're really, really becoming popular. There was now becoming a movie. Yes, it was 1 or 2 years before it was 1 or 2 years before Philosopher's Stone came out, so I think I was 9, yeah. And she went, they're reading them, so I want you to try and read them. I didn't have many friends when I was younger. Don't now, but you know, quality, not quantity. So because I was there for 2 weeks, I didn't really know the neighbourhood kids that much at that time. I started reading. And I think it took me 3 days to read Philosopher's Stone, which nowadays surprises me so much. And I remember when I put it down and my brother-in-law went, did you enjoy that? And I'm like, yeah, he did all these amazing things. And he works shifts, so when he had a day off, he looked after me, and my sister got days off, vice versa. And I remember just telling him all afternoon what he was like, and we went to pick her up. My sister turned around to me and went, I finished then, what do you think? I spent this whole card journey telling her about Harry Potter. And then she picked it up and she read it, and the other sister picked it up and she read it, and we loved it, and now the kids started to read it. So yeah, so it was Harry Potter to start off with. However, when I was started going into a funk a few years ago, there was one man and one series that got me out of it. I don't have the right series out, but I've started another series of his, and it was Percy Jackson by that man right there, Rick Riordan, however you say it. I loved history at that time. I'd fallen out of love with history a little bit, and picking up his Percy Jackson series brought back my love for history, of reading history, I should say. So yeah, I thank Rick Riordan for sparking my love again of books. And I've done the Percy Jackson, done them series. I've got Polo coming, the last book, can't wait. Read this this year, the Red Pyramid, this is his series, the trilogy, sorry. Kane Chronicles, I think. Yes, Kane Chronicles, I think. And I picked this up this year, loved it. I want to pick up his one on Nordics. But yeah, so the 2-book series that got me into reading, originally Harry Potter, afterwards Rick Riordan. And yes, I cannot wait for the Disney Plus series. I hope they are so much better than the Number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? I would have thought this would be an easy question, however, after watching their videos, and they do a lot of answers, a lot of subscriber questions, there's not many questions left for me to ask. So like I mentioned before, I love Kevin at the Irish Reader. He's fantastic, he's amazing, just his joy of things is, yeah. So I think for him I would, well, for all of them, but mainly for Kevin, I would be like, can we be friends? Because I just love you and your enthusiasm, and if I get into a funk, I know he can bring me out of it. And also, I think another one would be, you've read the 50 Shades books. First time, great. Can we buddy read another series? I know it's really bad, but yeah, it would be. I think for Kayla at Books and Lala, I've mentioned it before, it would definitely be, can you recommend some? And for Indigenous people, she reads books by them, she, you know, she's really good at recommendations. I think I'd be like, can you make me a list of what you think I should start with? Emma at Drinking by My Shelf, who is hilarious. For her, she works in a publishing like a book website, I think. I'm probably really wrong. For her, it would definitely be, what's it like having a job about books, because that would be my dream. Yes, kind of a hard question, but I think for all of them, Kevin, Kayla, Emma, Gavin, it would and those that I don't mention, my main one would be, please can we be friends? Brave, please. I'll be quiet and I'll say yes to everything, and I love you. That's really creepy. Please don't tell them that. The 7th and final question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? For me, it will be thinking of ideas for videos. I know a lot of people do tags, or obviously you get your normal 3, I'd say normal, TBR videos, wrap up videos, and book hauls. Absolutely will be doing them. And I'll be doing some tags, but I think it'll be finding tags that I can do with the books I have out. At the moment, majority of my books are in the cupboard over there, because I don't have shelves. I didn't like having books out, but I want them out now. So it will be finding stuff to do with the books that I've read this year. They're on that shelf over there. So I think that'll be my main challenge. I'll be thinking of video ideas. However, my friend Sophie at Sophie Lane Reads, I'll link her channel down below. She did BookTube, I think 2 years ago. Well, last year, was it? 1 or 2 years ago. I'm so sorry, Sophie, for forgetting how long it was. She's more than happy for me to ask her for help and ideas, so I love her so much for that. So I think that will be my main challenge. And that is the BookTube Newbie Tag. If you've wondered what the blue thing has been that's shiny at my neck, it's my little thing for my stand. I keep going it down there because if I'm down here, it doesn't always work, so it's like up there, like hidden. Then I realise you just see flash the blue, and it's like, that just looks really weird. So yeah, that was the BookTube Newbie Tag. Why is that so hard to say? A BookTube Newbie Tag. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a bit of insight into me. I like doing these videos. I like talking. I know it's really weird. If you've met me, you know I don't like talking a lot. But yeah, so I like letting you guys know what I think of things and letting you into my little noggin. Yes, I'll keep saying them. Yeah, that's the video. Like normal, talk to me down below if you want to. I think for some reason YouTube wasn't letting comments on these videos, but I think I've changed that now. I think I pressed the wrong thing in settings. So yeah, talk to me down below about this video, if there's anything you want to talk to me about. any book tags that you think I might be good at. Any Irish ones especially, please let me know. I know I don't have an accent, but that's a story for another video. Yes, that's me. Like normal, any hints or tips for filming or editing, link them down below. I will link also the channels to any creators that I have mentioned in this video. I will also, like normal, link my Instagram handle. I will also link my Goodreads. I'm always open to friends. I'm nowhere near the limit, so please add away if you want to. I will add you back. Add for ad. Yeah, and I will also link Brenda C's video, the original creator for this BookTube Newbie Tag. God, that's a mouthful. So with that, I will say goodbye, and I will see you next week with I don't know what video. Bye guys.